Hello everybody and welcome down to another Ride Sims Wicker Man live stream. Today I am joined by Joe from Theme Park Insanity. Say hi, Joe.
Good evening, guys. Hope you're all well.
Hope everybody's okay. Hope everybody's had a great weekend.
Indeed.
We're just literally going to get straight in there now and get operating of the Wicker Man. Add some trains. Let us hear you in the chat, guys. Make sure you like this video as well. Make sure you subscribe. You've got till the 15th of March until the live draw.
Feed the flames.
Yes.
Bring it on.
Let's feed the flames. Let's feed the trains and let's put some more trains on, I think.
Indeed, you get those trains on the track. Good evening, guys. Anyway, hope you're all well. Very good evening to Ben. Hope you're doing very well indeed. And to anybody else watching, thank you very much for joining us.
Ben, laughing coasters. Jay likes coasters.
Indeed. And Jack as well. Hello, Jack.
Hey, Jack. So, I'm just going to let you know, guys, that my chat is very delayed. Because I'm the one hosting the stream, so it's very delayed. But we'll, hopefully we can sort that out. Just give me a second. I'll try and load it up. Who's been to Blackpool this weekend? Let us know in the chat, guys. If you have
Very good point.
Or if you've been anywhere else. We've got 6 people watching currently. Hey, Jack. Nice to see you in the chat. The
Indeed.
stream looks pretty decent in terms of quality. I'm happy with that. 7 people watching, 5 likes. Come on, guys, let's get them likes up.
Indeed.
We love them likes, and YouTube
And
loves them likes. Let's have a thumbs up party.
And we have 5 so far, so bring it on, guys. So, speaking of Wicker Man then, Luke, are you looking forward to our opening weekend at Alton Towers?
Yes.
Can't wait.
Very much so. Very much so. 8 people watching now. Wow, awesome. Cheers,
Fantastic.
guys.
Welcome.
Yeah, no. You do realise though that as soon as ERT finishes, we gotta be gone up with Gangster Granny, right?
Oh hell yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
I think that, David Williams will be there himself. I've got a feeling. I just have an inkling.
You know, I'm the same as well. I was sort of wondering that, and it would be absolutely amazing to meet him. So fingers crossed he is. But I think we'd literally, because there's going to be a mad dash on anyway. So as soon as we get off that ride, we got to make like a thing and split basically, get straight up there.
Yeah, I mean, if we get on Wicker Man maybe once or twice during ERT, it should be cool.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I usually find, I mean, I know the turnout's going to be quite busy anyway because it's opening day, which goes without saying.
Yeah.
But you can usually get off. Well, you can get on there, literally do the ride on it, and then get off and go straight back round as a roll. It's usually fairly quick, so we can probably get a couple of circuits in, I reckon, before we have to do that.
Yeah,
should be good.
I reckon so. And I've got a feeling that we might get a press release out for what time Gangster Granny is expected to be open. Now, I know 13 usually doesn't open until around 11 o'clock, 10 or 11, so I'd imagine that they probably hold that at the same time, because then Alan 77 says hi, Jill. Hey guys, making my withdrawals real now. Right? Yeah, I know. Not long now. So close. 20
Less than
days.
3 weeks.
Yeah, 20 days.
And a big hello to Laughs and Coasters as well. Good evening.
So if you guys haven't seen this or heard of Ride Sims before tonight, this is the Wicker Man unofficial simulator. Sorry, I'll get my words out in a minute. And you can only play this at the moment if you sign up to Ride Sims 2 on Patreon with a $10 or more a month pledge. We obviously do that because we like to stream and show you the latest things that are coming up for Ride Sims. So yeah, that being said, I'm just going to run a little intro because we run it every time we play Ride Sims on the channel. So no, I'm not, because I don't have it set up. Sorry about that. I was going to, but no, I'm not. I don't have it set up, unfortunately, so I can't do that. Never mind, next time.
Darn it.
Yeah, so let's get back to the stream then. We got all 3 trains operating. So close, Jack. You're looking forward to the presentation from Towers Times about everybody? Yes, I am. I'm going to ask them quite a few questions. I mean, I like to ask a lot of questions when I go to these things. I ask John Wardley a lot at Towers 15. Towers Times at 15. If you haven't watched that seminar, you can hear me just asking him like loads of questions. It's pretty cool. I am actually thinking about approaching John Wardley and via email and seeing if I can get a sit-down interview with him about things that people don't usually ask him about.
That'd be interesting to do.
So,
definitely.
Not things like, oh, you designed Nemesis, congratulations. You know, things like, how did you meet Werner Stengel? How did you meet Walter? You know, how did you form a relationship with Intamin, and how was your transition from? Because you know he says a lot of it in his book, but there's stuff that still isn't clear.
Quite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, it's stuff that I'm dead interested in. I might email him, and you know, hopefully we can get somewhere with it and bring it to the channel. That'd be really good. If John is watching for whatever reason, if he comes up on his, maybe, you know, recommended on his channel. I don't know.
Indeed.
But
Give
yeah,
us a shout, John.
We might do. I think I'm going to reach out to him and ask him a few questions. So hopefully we'll bring that to the channel. Our next what can you expect video will be on Dragon Khan, and that should be coming out next week at some point. I'm trying to get a few facts, and I'm trying to source footage for that. So once I've done that, I will put a video together. I'll share it on the Pleasure Beach Experience chat, Theme Park Loopy, Flamingo Land Crazy. You guys will share it. I'll share it on my Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. So look out for that. That's going to be an interesting video. I've got some really nice footage lined up at the moment from No Limits Coaster fans, so thanks a lot for, you know, helping us out with that. It pipped Vampire by 45 votes.
Ooh, so quite close then.
Yeah, I mean, it was close, yeah. No, but across all social media, it was close. But in terms of like the actual outcome, it was nowhere near. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's Dragon Khan. Well, not unfortunately, but it's going to be different for me, because the only times I've been to Spain, I've never had a really good camera with me. So I've had to rely on people to send me footage for this. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, definitely. It should be good.
I look forward to that. We'll be sure to share that for you on Theme Park Insanity as well.
Yeah, see, because you've never ridden Dragon Khan, so it'd be a good video for you to watch.
I haven't actually, and I will be watching it for definite. Yeah. I mean, PA is top of my list of places to visit, so within the next year or so, I'm definitely getting there, without a shadow of a doubt.
So Laugh and Coaster says in the chat, I went to Pleasure Beach on Saturday. How was it? Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully Icon was running really nice, and everything else. I know the big one wasn't running this weekend, unfortunately, but we have had a wicked storm up North England.
So, yep.
It's not good at the moment. The weather is terrible. Every 5 seconds you get hit by a hailstone. Yeah. Yeah,
that is very true. Actually, you can't argue with that one.
No, I mean, you just randomly look around, and then all of a sudden it's like just shucking it down with hailstone. It's not easy. So, props to Blackpool for actually being open. You know, like
100%. Yeah, the fact that they can still get the park open, even on opening weekend when we went, you know, it was blowing a gale, and they still managed to get a big one up running, which was just absolutely amazing.
It was.
But, you know, kudos to the fact they keep, you know, going through all this horrible weather, because we've had weekend after weekend of this now, and it's literally just been non-stop. So the fact they can keep going like they are is just absolutely, you know, amazing. It really is.
It is. It's good. And it's testament to how long the rides have been stood there for as well.
Certainly is.
Looked after, you know.
Definitely. Good evening, Brady. Hello.
Hey, Brady. Welcome to the chat. All right.
Welcome.
If you guys got any questions in the chat, let us know. We'll try and hit them up as quick as we can.
Definitely.
Are you going to any European parks? Right, okay, so if you listened to our podcast last Thursday, me and James made the decision, I think shortly after that, we're probably not going to go to Spain just yet until all this rubbish is blown over with coronavirus and stuff. Yeah, basically. I don't want to get to Spain and get stranded, basically.
No, absolutely
unfortunately. Not. So it's probably going to be UK this year, and then next year, hopefully. Well, next year definitely. I know I'm going to Orlando for 2 weeks. So, yeah.
Oh, that's going to be good. I look forward to seeing the updates from there, actually.
I have heard that Ramesses Revenge is still sat on the back of a trailer at Chesington. I've heard that it's not there anymore. George, you want to do some Googling on air and find out?
Let's have a gander. So we're going to go to Google Maps and have a look.
Also, guys, a lot of you are coming from Twitter. Could you just let me know in the comments where I reach you best? I just want to check. There was 9 people watching now. If you could just tell me where you saw our social media post in the chat, that'd be so helpful for me, because then I know where to concentrate my energy onto to get you guys into the streams. You can just let me know, please. I would put a T or an F.
Okay, so
Or I for Instagram. Wherever you've seen us, just let us know. 10 people watching. Hello to everybody watching.
Indeed, hello. Right, so whereabouts again? Sorry, was that at Chessington?
Chessington, apparently, Ben King says, I've heard that Ramesses Revenge is still sat on the back of a trailer. I've heard that it's actually not there anymore. Probably in storage. Right,
okay. I mean, I'm not 100% familiar with Chessington, but I'm going to have a look. So I've literally got it up on Google as we speak.
Yeah, if it's still
I have to
there.
say, there's a lot of car parks here. So for any of you that are listening, I've never been to Chessington. It is on my list to do, and I will be doing it on the 29th with Luke. So looking forward to that one. Let's have a look here. Okay, so I can't actually see anything in terms of any trailers with Ramesses on.
No, you probably won't do because there'll be pictures from like way back when.
Yeah, these are going to be well before it probably even got removed, realistically.
Yeah. Brady's
so,
saying
to be fair,
my parents are worried about going to Universal for spring break this year because of the virus. Yeah. I mean, I think our governments are going to handle it better than how the other governments have. We obviously, in terms of America and the UK, we obviously have good health, good health organizations. I can't speak for the US because obviously I'm not from the US, but we have a good NHS is awesome. I'm sure that the right procedures, guys, just wash your hands,
Indeed.
Whenever you've touched when you go shopping, if you've picked some shoes up to have a look at them, just wash your hands straight after, take some of that hand sanitizer and you should be fine.
Just blast it with some alcohol gel and you're all good.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, guys, please, in the chat, let me know where you've come from. Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Please, just let me know. It helps a lot. 12 people watching. Wow. Hey, guys.
Hi, indeed. Hello.
Let's get 12 likes. If we get 12 likes, that would be one of the best streams we've done. Okay,
so here we go. So the gaming cheater says I went to Florida and everything was fine.
Yeah. I can see that. Oh, I've got to call the mech. We've got a breakdown.
Oh dear.
Like 2 weeks ago. For a cruise. It didn't sink, did it?
It wasn't Jungle Cruise, was it? Oh no.
Need to come block.
Yes, so we actually shared some pictures of that on our Twitter, and to be fair, actually the boat was literally about 50% down, and they were just standing on whatever like dryish bit they could find.
It was like watching the Titanic, dude.
Quite literally, yeah, but with less icebergs, more jungle.
Hey, Eagle
absolutely
Scott.
Quality. Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening.
Jack says T for Twitter. 30 people watching. Wow, let's get 13 likes, guys. Come on, let's make this the best Wicker Man live stream we've ever done.
Indeed.
And if you don't know, guys, I'm with Joe from Theme Park Insanity. We do a lot together on Facebook, Twitter, and everywhere else, and on here. We do the podcast together. We started it originally, and now it's grown to be, something that's really cool. We're going to be soon. Has it cleared block B yet? Yes, it has. Sorry, I was just watching the Wicker Man to see if it cleared the blocks. Yeah, soon we'll be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and basically everywhere where you get your podcasts. We are moving to a distribution server for our podcasts.
So you'll be able to find us everywhere?
Yeah, hopefully we can bring you everywhere. Obviously on YouTube as well, so don't worry about that. It'll be first on YouTube and the audio will go out on the podcast servers. That's exactly the plan.
So A_plays_games says, anybody know when the Wicker Man sim will be released, as I really want to play it but have no money?
Right, the rule of thumb with these simulations, I've said it quite a lot, but I'll say it again, okay? So who is that says that? A Plays Games. Okay, so the rule of thumb is, it's usually around 1.5 months it gets released on the Ride Sims Plus, and then it usually, after 1.5 months to a month, will get released onto the actual simulation page. Now, that is the rule of thumb. That's how every other simulator has happened. I do know the devs involved are very, very busy with their real-life jobs, so I have spoken to them personally. But that's all I can tell you guys. If I had a release date, I would love to be able to say, look, the Wicker Man's coming out whenever, but I just don't.
No, I'm sure, to be fair, it'll be out very, very soon anyway. But it's, as you can all see, it's an amazing simulator, and it's very well put together as well. The fact you can actually see the pre-show, you can see the station area, you can see all the track in the way, and even with the sound as well, because the sound is amazing.
Yeah, the
really
HD
is.
audio on this makes it like...
it's beautiful. It really is.
It's like being in a IMAScore orchestral. That's what it's like. Amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you got recommended to... I saw this post on your Facebook page. Okay, fantastic. 15 people watching. Wow. Guys, let's get this. 15 likes. Come on, let's get 15 likes. If we can get 15 likes tonight, it's going to be the most successful live stream we've ever done.
Really is. And for anybody that's just joined us, a very good evening as well. Thank you very much for joining us. So if you guys have...
Play the... Sorry, but can you play the pre-show? So you start, you basically just operate. So this is the view you have. So you can see Bob will go off in a minute. You'll see the train hit the brakes and hit the chain, and then when it comes round off the first hill and down, that's when block B clears. And the pre-show, the rule of thumb is for the Wicker Man. I've said that a lot tonight. The rule of thumb, the great of good, is that you send 2 dispatched for every pre-show. That is how the Wicker Man runs in real life. If it's got 3 trains on, don't know if you guys know about that. But so you'll see Bob go off, and you'll watch the pre-show load. You can only load the pre-show when you have 42 guests, I believe it is. I'm not sure how accurate that is in terms of real life, but I have been stacked in the pre-show room. Like you see now, people are waiting to go through. I have been stacked like that on a very peak day. So, yeah.
You can get quite a few. So the game
too long. Thank you, Scott.
So the gaming cheater says, do you guys know what dungeons are? Because people always talk about them and say they're fun. The dungeons are themed attractions that are themed around the darkest history of their location. There's quite a fair few of them here in the UK. There's about 6.
Do you want to give Alton Towers as the example? Because we're actually at Alton Towers right now.
We are certainly at Alton Towers, yeah, and Alton Towers do have a dungeon. So what basically happens is it's an immersive experience, very much actor-led, and usually various different locations. Alton Towers, for instance, consists of a mixture of actor-led shows and also a boat ride as well. There are various different types of ride, so you can also find the likes of a drop tower like the Extremis, which is it's like a junior drop tower. And various other different things as well. And what happens is that you go into the attraction and you're sort of led through the attraction by various different characters. Now, the Alton Towers one is phenomenal, and we will be covering that when we go down. At least I'd like to try and do a visit if we can do. But having said that, you sort of go through various different things, and depending on the area that they're actually in, will depend on what sort of stories that you actually get. So, for instance, the Alton Towers one features the likes of Dick Turpin, and various other different things from the area in terms of sort of Molly Lee. She was a witch, a very well-known witch in the area, so they based a show around that. And there are 3 staple shows within the Dungeon franchise that do run at all locations, which is the Judge's Court, which is based around the 17th century court. All these are quite humorous as well. They have quite dark humour behind them, but it's obviously it's family friendly as well. You
just don't say you're from Wales, because you'll get put in a cage.
Oh yeah, you will, big time. Well, or up north for that matter, actually down there. They're
true.
quite strict on that one, but but you also have the Plague Doctor as well, which is based around the plague, the Black Plague, and there's the Plague Doctor, and their apprentice, and basically the idea is the Plague Doctor's died and the apprentice is going to kind of show you the effects of the plague. Very interactive again, very funny. And then also finally you get the Torturer, and the Torturer is based around a medieval torturer in the dungeon, in a castle, and it goes through the various different implements they can use. Again, as Luke said, don't put yourself forward for that one, because you are going to get put in that cage, but you're also going to get picked on regardless anyway. And what happens is they'll bring one person up to the front, and they'll basically go through the various different things and what they do, and then sort of pick on you a little bit as well. Overall, the great experiences. If you do have any of them local to you, or have you never been to dungeons before, I can't recommend trying these attractions enough from my personal perspective, because I absolutely love them. And I know, Luke, what do you reckon? What do you think?
I love them. So my favourite is Alton Towers, although I would have liked to have had a little bit more of the boat ride added in, but the way they did it and how dark they made it in there was really cool. Personally, I really like them, but to be honest with you, they don't seem to draw it. I don't know what kind of numbers they pull in from the annual pass holders and from people just walking in off the streets. For
That's
example,
a good point, actually.
Blackpool's one is, you know, really random, just next to the Blackpool Tower. It's kind of not the right place for it.
So
it's hard to explain. I probably would have put it next to Two Swords instead of, like, you know.
yeah,
Or built it into Two Swords to do it as like a double attraction.
that would have been a good idea, actually. Yeah, they could have
York
done
is
that
the
as
best
well.
Dungeons, Jill. Cool. I've not tried York's yet. We'll have to do that when I come up.
York is amazing. I'm taking you there, mate.
So, is it true? Am I correct? The original London's dungeon location was the original dungeon that started it all off. I think it was, and then it was moved to South Bank, right?
It was. So originally it was at Tully Street, and they moved it up to South Bank for a full revamp. And the London Dungeon was actually the one that started it off. York was closely followed after that. And then I believe Edinburgh came after that as well. So it sort of spread, you know, kind of across the country, and then all the other ones kind of popped up as well.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Indeed. So there you go. That's what the dungeons are.
On the stand.
Yeah, yeah. All Leeds for that matter. Believe me.
Yeah, I've Manchester, or Cardiff. Yeah, it happens, guys. It's really fun though. Honestly, the actress that leads you into Alton Tower, she's amazing. She played up to our camera. Unfortunately, it's the lost vlog that I will never get back.
Oh.
It was so fun. James got hit on by one of the actors when we were walking past Hex. It was hilarious. We did do the lives from that weekend though, so if you've not checked them out, guys, go and check them out. If you've not checked our Blackpool vlog from this year, our opening vlog from this year, you need to go and check that out. That is myself and Joe on that.
Certainly is.
Yeah.
And a cracking time as well.
Speaking of Blackpool, did you see Icon get the stand launch when it had the Too Fast launch? Somebody called Amy shared it on Twitter, and she was on it. And somebody filmed her. One of her friends filmed her off ride. It stopped before the launch of the Judy Immelman.
Yes, I did. Sorry, yeah, I saw that. In fact, I think someone actually posted some footage of that, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I mean. And it absolutely shot off that launch and over that Immelman. I've never seen it go that quick in my life. It was rapid. It looked so quick. Usually it stalls a little bit. You get a little bit lax as you go over the Junior Immelman, but
no, it didn't in that. As you said, it just literally flew over it, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. They've still not fixed the fast track on this. It's still picking up too many people. 19 people. That's £190 in the fast track.
Ooh, nice. That's a bit of profit for Tower, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hey, Dead Rose Gamer. Nice to have you in the chat, dude.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. So, have anybody got any questions in the chat? Let's hear them.
Indeed.
There's a lot of people in here. So, the live draw for the merch giveaway will be on the 15th of March. I'm currently in the process of printing off all our subscribers and putting them into a hat. It's taking a while, but we're getting there.
It'll be well worth it.
Yeah, it should be good.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. So, how many of you guys are going to be riding the Wicker Man on opening day this year?
I know we definitely will be.
Yeah.
We'll be straight there.
Oh, Flamingo Land's new coaster. They added the Welcome to Flamingo Land sign on the front of it. Is that actually built onto the structure of the ride, or is that separate?
It's not actually, no. It's the perspective, the way that it's... Are you talking about the pictures that was taken by Flamingo?
Yeah.
Yes. So basically what's happened is sort of... There is actually a sign right next door to it. Oh. And he's kind of taken shots so it actually looks like the sign's on the side of the structure, but no, sadly it's not. It does look good though, I've got to admit.
That's a shame.
I know, it would look really cool. But then again, we're planning, I think all being well, and actually making a visit over to Flamingo Land next Sunday, if we can do.
Wow.
So that's obviously sort of, funds, etc. permitting, but we are planning on doing that. So we're hopefully going to be getting a bit of footage from there, kind of showing exactly what has gone on in terms of updates. And
next
also
Sunday,
I'm
actually free next Sunday.
Would you like to come with?
Yes.
Fantastic.
That would be epic.
I'll
speak to Danielle, and then I'll see, because I'm sure she's going seeing some friends on Sunday. So that would be perfect.
Yeah, no, that'd be amazing. It'd be great to have you with us. I was going to ask you anyway. Literally, it's just come up in my head now because you were talking about Flamingo Land.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, if you want to join us, more than welcome, mate.
Oh, that'd be epic.
definitely.
Got
Fantastic.
back from skiing. All right, Chad, show off.
Nice.
All right, Eagle Scott from the US. Okay, Eagle Scott, what's going to be the first ride you get on then? Worst coaster in the UK, Jack Scan. Well, what's my worst coaster in the UK? Ooh.
Infusion. Sorry. Back off.
In terms of actual, in terms of actual, it's probably going to be Infusion. My worst coaster in the UK.
So we're talking the worst, like, overall as an experience, or like the roughest? Because if you're talking about the roughest, there's quite a few candidates there.
There is. The worst coaster in the UK is a very, very difficult one. If I had to choose other than Infusion, I would probably have to go with something like the Pimfari at Gulliver's World.
Yeah, that is pretty shocking, actually.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bad rides out there. Yeah.
I think for me, I mean, Infusion, really, to be honest, it's just a shocking coaster. If you're going for the roughest, I'd say probably the Ultimate, but then it's quite unique as that coaster as well. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with Infusion, definitely.
Okay, Infusion it is. I'll go with Infusion.
Infusion it is.
Infusion it is. It's Infusion.
Sorry, Blackpool.
Infusion is the worst coaster in the UK, by far.
Yeah,
right. Let's have a go look at the chat. Phantom's Revenge. Nice! Is it actually
Very
a hyper
nice.
coaster, though? There seems to be a big debate about that, because it goes down a cliff. I remember watching the making of the big one, and they were saying that, you know, theirs goes down a mountain, so it doesn't really count, does it? And I was like, no, wait, but if it's 200 foot of track, it counts, right?
it's still a drop.
It's gotta be. Anyway,
Yeah.
never been to Flamingoland, but I will be on holiday that way in August, so it's on my plans. Nice.
You should definitely give it a go then, if that's the case.
I've never
Well
been
worth
since I
a
was a
visit.
kid, so next weekend's gonna be pretty cool. In fact, you know what? If Danielle's listening, I better text her.
Just to let her know. So, just are you okay to get over to us for that day? Then you reckon?
I think so. I mean, it would. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to come over on a Saturday and stay over Saturday night, you're more than welcome, mate.
That would probably be easiest, because
Yeah.
trains are dog crap on Sundays.
Certainly are, yeah. Well, come over Saturday night, come stay with us, and then jobs are good. And so.
Right, I'll speak to Danielle and see what's crack a lacking.
Indeed.
Shouldn't be an issue,
worries.
I don't think. Yes, the second drop is over 200 feet. Yeah, I agree with you. Yes, definitely.
There you go.
Infusion is a GP pleaser, though.
That is true, actually.
Yeah, it is. It is. You're right.
I mean, it has had some serious queues over this
Oh.
weekend, actually.
Now then, Brady's just come in with a proper question. What are your thoughts on Iron Gwazi? I cannot wait till next year when I go over to Orlando. To get on
you
that
see,
thing.
he's so lucky, because I wish I could get on that as soon as it opens, but I can't.
That
So-
is going to be my first RMC.
Oh, good way to start.
Yeet!
Yeah, definitely, especially over that drop
Colossus is
anyway.
a rough coaster. Yes, Colossus is a rough coaster. And we hope that the new Flamingoland Intamin the new track helps it. I hope.
I mean, I can't comment on that once I've not ridden Colossus, so I'll be riding Colossus for the first time on 28th of March. So I will let you know my thoughts then.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's if we've got a head left to do that with, of course, but you know.
£170 now in fast track queue. Merlin are being greedy tonight.
Wow.
Yeah. 12 likes, 12 people watching.
Thank you very much, guys.
That's what we like to see.
That's amazing.
Okay, so the one at Southport for me. The one at Southport for me. Which one at Southport? Lightning Rod is first and only RNC I've been on. My first RNC will be Twisted Timbers. Iron Gwazi looks like an amazing coaster. Yeah.
Nice.
Honestly, I can't wait. I love the sign. I can't wait to vlog with that sign behind me at night. It's going to look incredible.
I do. It looks absolutely
That's
amazing.
going to be such a great thumbnail. It's going to be in my face like, ah! Wow, 13 likes, 12 people watching. Wow, the likes have overtaken the people watching. Fantastic.
So, guys, I'd like to know how many of you have joined us from Theme Park Insanity this evening, and how many of you saw the post. Let me know in the comments if you did. Just curious.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And if you haven't checked out Being Back Insanity on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, then what are you doing with your life? Go and check them out.
Please do, guys. It'd be great to have you. So the one that's at Pleasure Island, and that came from Dead Rose _gamer.
I know which. Oh, the one that's closest to the lake at the back end of the park, right? The Pim. Is it a Pimfari? I think it's a Pimfari.
Those things must be notoriously rough.
It's a red one. I know which one he means. Yeah, I think I know which one he means. All right, 7 people watching now. We lost everyone.
Oh dear.
I've seen the post on Facebook. Thank you. This really helps us because then we don't have to, you know, we don't have to spend our energy elsewhere. We can focus on our main target audience, so it's great. It really does help us out.
Wow, that queue is definitely getting busy. There's quite a few in the fast track. We've got 10 in the oh no, 9 now. There's 66 in the normal.
Yeah, I'm loading the fast track through as quick as I can.
Get them through. Yeah, definitely looking forward to getting back down and actually getting on this for real though.
TPW guest. TPW?
Alex Crump. Theme Park Worldwide.
Alex is great. Yeah, Alex.
He is.
He's a nice guy as well. We met him at the Velvet Coaster. Really nice. Had time as well. Talked a bit of wrestling. That's cool.
He did. Such a nice guy. So, guys, do you have any questions for us? You can ask us literally anything you want to do, within reason, of course. So, stick them in the comments. Let us know. So also, guys, then what is going to be your first major visit for 2020 then, if you haven't been to Blackpool Pleasure Beach already? Let us know in the comments below on live chat.
I'm excited for Chesington.
Yeah.
I've not been for ages and I love vampires.
Well, I've never been, and I've never been to Thorpe, so those are 2 brand new firsts for me. I can't tell you how stoked I am for that trip though, mate. I really can't. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Even just to get on the Swarm full stop is going to be well worth it, and Stealth, of course. But to get, to be able to get to Chesington as well, going to be cracking. Yeah,
it's going to be good.
Really is.
Worst TPW guest. I haven't watched enough of them to have a worst.
I'm going to say Harry Turnstiles. I know that probably sounds awful, but I mean, he's a nice lad, don't get me wrong. It's just not, he's not quite the same caliber as the rest of them, bless him. So yeah, I think that's probably Harry Turnstiles for me.
But I can't comment. Alright.
So Jill says, what ride do you start and finish the day with? So which park is that, Jill?
Yeah, which park? That's a big question.
That is a big question. If you're referring to Alton Towers, for me, I start the day with Wicker Man, and I usually finish with Nemesis. As a rule, I think. We're usually down that end of the park. It's either that or it's usually Smiler, depending on whether we're in X Sector or Forbidden Valley, so...
I tend to... hang on. Oh, it's your choice. Yeah, it's your choice. I tend to... Towers, okay.
Towers, there we go.
So, usually I do a route. I usually go either to Nemesis first.
Yep.
But actually saying that, the last few times has been Wicker Man, because it's been ERT. Okay, so I'm going to go Wicker Man. Hex. Rita 13. Catch the Sky Ride because it opens by then. Go over to Forbidden Valley. Ride Nemesis and Galactica. There's not much of a queue. Walk back. Do Mine Train Rapids. Keep walking around. Stop. Have lunch at Mine Train and Rapids, because if you have lunch early at Alton Towers, there is no queue. And then when everybody's having lunch, you can marathon any ride you want. And then I crack onto X Sector and usually finish the day on the first ride, so it'd be Wicker Man. But
nice.
Depending on how I feel and who I'm with, usually determines what I do first and last. But I have a feeling that the Smiler could be up there with one of the first this year.
Yeah.
How about
So,
oh, jokes down. I'm shitting myself to go on the smile at yes. See, it's how it's time. I'm gonna show that 'cause it's funny. Don't. It's like once you've ridden it once and you're running around the pen back into the ride. Oh, the smile is amazing. It's such a great ride. You honestly,
it really is.
If you've never been on it, then and you're with the
For
best
me,
people.
I'm going to say it's the perfect mix of inversions, hang time, and a nice little bit of air time thrown in there as well. Just a solid mix, it really is.
Yeah.
But you know, as Luke said, there's no reason to be nervous, mate. You're going to be with the best people possible, and it's going to be absolutely fun, fantastic as well.
And if you don't want to ride it, nobody's going to say anything to you. So.
Indeed, it's purely down to personal preference. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
That sounds like a typical day like ours. So, usually for food, I would go to Pizza Pasta because you get better value for money, and I love the garlic bread. Oh, the garlic bread from there it's like butter garlic bread. It's just so nice.
Really
you get free ice cream, which is cool. Free drinks as well, so that's cool. Plus, you get the annual pass, so you get it for like £18 or something ridiculous. Whereas if you go to like Woodcutters or Roller Coaster Restaurant, you're lucky if you get a Pepsi for £18. So.
That is very true.
It's one of them. It's good value for money.
Really is.
But if you guys are interested in what we kind of do and how we get around Dalton Towers on a busy day, or how we get the most out of our rides, then I can probably look at maybe doing an article on our website, and then you can go over there and check that out.
Sounds like a good idea. So Dead Rose Gamer says, I used to do and start on the Smiling and then a day on Nemesis, but since the Wicker Man has come in, it has been Wicker Man to start and then Smiler to end. So yeah, that's pretty much, to be fair, that's exactly what we do as well. Start on Wicker Man, usually finish on Smiler, or as I say, Nemesis, depending on which end of the park we usually are. But having said that, if you do Wicker Man and then head straight down to Forbidden Valley, you are literally going to walk onto both Nemesis and Galactica when it opens. So I can't recommend you doing that enough. I really can't. Brady P says, do you think there will be another Hyper Woody like Son of Beast again?
Oh,
good question.
Probably in China or Japan.
Sounds like something they do, sort of park-wise, doesn't
they
it?
do like them. They really like them. But yeah, I can see that happening in Japan or China. Maybe even like Jack, I put off a Smiler for a long time last year, but I bit the bullet and went on the Smiler and wondered why I'd put it off. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sounds like the whole of my coaster career up until I was about 13. Not gonna lie.
No. I mean, for me, funnily enough, the one I actually put off going on the most was actually Oblivion, just for the fact that it was a vertical drop. It always intimidated me that much. And then, sort of similar to sort of Chris from Screwy Lips, I just got on it one day, thought, what the hell? And to be fair, I couldn't understand why I'd not done it in the first place. It's a cracking ride, so
it is.
Yeah,
it's a good ride.
It certainly is.
Living's awesome. I just love everything about it.
It's the hang time you sort of get on the edge of that drop is just immense, and then you literally just plummet downwards.
I think I have screwed up the image. Just one sec. I'm just going to move it up slightly. It should be fine now. Sorry guys if I move the screen. Sometimes when I'm bouncing from the chat to the actual stream, it messes it up a little. What do you guys think will be the next concept coaster ride manufacturer always coming up with new and unique designs and concepts? Whoa, that's a big question.
It really is.
Let me think. Maybe we see some type of new suspended swinging coaster, like a new type of it. Something like maybe like an RMC suspended swinging coaster. I could see that happening with the single rail technology they have now. That could happen. Or maybe even the next thing for RMC to do is to go below the track. That's probably the next thing they're going to do.
I reckon realistically, yeah, definitely. I think for me, it's going to be, again, it's going to be some sort of hanging coaster, but I think like a full 360 sort of, spin, so it can almost spin a whole 360 around the track it's actually on. I think that'd be quite interesting to see for definite. It'd definitely give us some, interesting experiences as well. So, Jill says, I did Oblivion once, never again. Love Saw at Fort Park though. Haven't ridden the Saw at Fort Park yet, again because I've not been, but I'm looking forward to doing it. Really can't wait.
Saw's one of them where you can really get lost in the movie. You really can. It's a great ride. The indoor section is phenomenal. I love it. It's probably my favourite bit of the ride is that and the airtime hill. The first drop is meh. The Immelman is okay, but the airtime hill before the turnaround into the mid-course brake run is perfect. It's a shame it's not lap bars.
It probably would be a lot
serious airtime.
Be a lot better with lap bars by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
You see, for me, that drop looks a little bit intense. Actually, is that the case, or is it just not intense at all?
Oh, you're over it before you can even think about it.
Yeah, don't like that. I'm still gonna ride it anyway.
Imagine Icon's drop, but smaller but faster. That's probably the only way I can describe it to you.
Right. Is it? Oh, actually, yeah. You've not been on Mumbo Jumbo, have you? It probably. I'm imagining it might feel a little bit like that one. Oh,
you mean the first drop?
Yeah, the first drop. Yeah.
Nah, you don't even realise you're going over vertical.
You know when you go up the lift hill and you literally straight over the crest and down.
Yeah, that's done. It's good.
Yeah.
That's what. You just really kind of get a bit pulled over, but it's actually better to ride it at the back of the train because you feel more. You don't feel more whip, but you see more whip, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so you get pulled over a lot faster. Okay, so Benkins says...
Go on, you're right.
Sorry, says the movie franchise I saw was amazing. I've been on Saw the Ride. The franchise is absolutely fantastic. The stories are very well written, very well thought out. I don't really feel there was a need to kind of do anything after Saw the final chapter, though, to be perfectly honest. And I think the fact they're releasing Spiral this year is a little bit of a dumb move, really. But having said that,
money grab now, right? It's got to that point.
Yeah. Massively, yeah. I don't really feel there's any need for that, but I could be wrong. It could be a good film. Interesting to see how that one plays out. Brady P says, "Why do you guys think there aren't any more 4D coasters like X2 or can't pronounce that? Ejinaki? Is that right? Ejinaki?
Yeah, you're right. So I think the reason why there isn't that many of them is the cost. They are very expensive. When Arrow first came up with the design before it got stolen, it destroyed that company. The 4D coaster destroyed that company. So you've got to think about how much it costs to do these things. I think if anybody was to pull it off, in terms of doing it now, would probably be RNC with all them Joker rides they've got. You know them.
I reckon, yeah.
Or even if B&M could do it, I don't think it's a market they want to go into.
No, I don't really think it'd be something to be interested in, to be honest.
I think B&M are just going to continue to build hypers and gigas from now on. It's the biggest seller, I reckon.
I seriously think we need one of those in the UK, though. I seriously do.
When riding Wicker Man, if you lean forward and keep your hands in the air, the airtime on the drops are fantastic. Yes, they are. They're really cool. Yeah.
Definitely.
You yeeted out your seat. What do you... hang on a minute. Catch up with the thing now. Thoughts on Galactica? Yeah, I love it.
So I really like it as well. I think it's quite a unique experience. Especially flying through those trees anyway.
Yeah, it's a cool... Well, we're ERT-ing it, right? On this Towers Times event, so that's really cool.
Certainly are, yeah. Can't wait for that.
Back row is so good. Front row is amazing, because obviously you just feel like you're flying, but back row is kind of intense.
Need to get on the back row, definitely.
Galactica, to me, I always call it Galactic Air. Because I think that's what they should call it. I honestly do think that's what they should have called it, because you still say it Galactic Air.
Certainly do.
So it's one of them.
Laughs and Coaster says, "What do you think to the new filler attraction at Thorpe?" I'll let you take that one, mate.
Yeah.
If you didn't listen to our podcast already, you definitely need to do that.
Yeah, you need to listen to our podcast for that. I'm not going to say that in a live stream.
In fact, yeah.
You know what? No, it's a new thing. It's something new for Thorpe. It's something new for people down there to enjoy. But it's not going to drag me down there. Although saying that, to be honest with you, the only reason I'm going down there is to get content for you guys. I'm not fussed about going to Thorpe Park. I just want to bring a really decent vlog to you guys on our channel. I want to try and get all the major UK parks on our channel and anything in between as well. And I'm not fussed personally about going. The Swarm's great. I love Nemesis Inferno. I love Stealth. But in terms of me actually like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to pay £100 to go on the train, or I'm going to pay £100 in fuel to go down there and go in a mirror maze, or this whatever it's going to be. Obviously, it's not a mirror maze; it's an interactive experience. That's going to be really good because Merlin do things really good.
Really do.
So, but for me, it's not enough to pull me down there. If they built an RMC, well, they're probably not going to ever do it. If they built a new roller coaster, I'd be down there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there is the added bonus that you do get to see all my first reactions on those rides, though. So at least that's going to give you some entertainment for the day.
Yeah, that's going to be funny, guys. You got to watch out for that one.
Yeah, you definitely
okay,
have.
We've got some more questions coming in the chat now.
Cigar Ride says, more IPs that Thorpe can't afford to run. Ben King says, was it the coaster that was supposed to be built in Las Vegas that fell through planning and this the main cause for aerodynamics to go bust?
Well, Aerodynamics built Buffalo Bill's roller coaster. And then the same people who wanted the coaster for New York decided to go with Togo instead of Aerodynamics. That was a big change because it was they can still run that ride now, the one at Buffalo Bills. It is closed standing but not operating at the moment. I believe it opens every so often, but yeah, no. Hey, hi all, KK Crispy 2009p. Hi.
Hi. Good evening.
Was it the coaster that was supposed to be built in Las Vegas that fell through? Are you talking about one that was supposed to be on the Stratosphere that was like ridiculous? I think you are. Anyway, what do we got? More IPs at Thorpe, can't afford to run. Yeah, no, I exactly agree with you. They're going to run it for a year and a half and then decide that they can't afford the actors anymore, and they could have just built a roller coaster.
Dead Rose Gamer says, what is your expectations for the new ride at Alton Towers?
A good, fun family attraction, similar to Wallace and Gromit. That's what I'm hoping for. That level of entertainment. I want that.
I've got a good feeling for it, to be honest. I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly what it pulls out of the hat. And I think the way they're going to incorporate the way that the cars move in terms of the scenes as well, it almost gives it like another level of sort of dark ride. It's something quite unique for the UK. So I'm very excited for it as well, definitely.
It's not called David Williams, but it's called Gangster Granny. It's about a granny and her grandson, and it turns out that I believe this is kind of what I've read, that basically she's a jewel thief and he gets tagged along during a heist, and that's the whole point of the show, is that the ride is that you have to steal the crown jewels,
escape the fuzz.
That sounds quite fun to me, actually. It sounds really like a really cool little ride. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I hope he's there as well for opening day. I was saying that before. I have a feeling that he could it'd
be amazing if he did. It really
show
would.
up and then say, "This ride is open."
So Gal Ride says, what type of coaster do you really want to come to the UK? I think RMC for me, personally. Giga, yeah, or Giga. Either way, it'd be a win, definitely.
Any more?
Here. Chad says, what do you guys think about coaster credits? Good question.
So much else, bro. That's what she said. Fantastic.
Riding David Williams doesn't sound like yeah, you're definitely right there. And we're definitely missing Hex Jack as well.
Yeah, what was the other question?
So Chad says, what do you guys think about coaster credits?
Don't go out my way. If I see one and I've not been on it, I'll try and get on it. Just to be honest with you, with me and No Limits too, and bringing my content to the channel, I have to try and experience as many experiences as I can in terms of how I portray that in my designs to you guys. Don't forget, this is how this channel started. It was literally just working with Wolf and doing No Limit stuff. Now, what's developed out of that is this lovely community that we've created with over 500 people, and it's growing massively, and I can't thank you guys enough. But in terms of credits, I see them as experiences, not as credits. So even when I go to Flamingo Land, I've been on an El Loco, I went on the one in Las Vegas, but I haven't experienced the first layout, which was obviously Steel Hog at Indiana Beach, and then Mumbo Jumbo cloned it. So I'm really looking forward to that, because you probably won't be able to get that back on that ride for a long time now. So
no, that's very true.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an experience that I can try and bring to the channel.
And it is actually open, I believe, on Sunday when we go as well. So it'll be good to actually get on that.
Will Kamala be open?
Kamali sadly won't, but Cliffhanger will. I believe the Formula One ride will. And then,
Velocity?
to be honest, unfortunately not. I mean, it's quite a limited offering still. We are within kind of closed season, but I think there's only a couple of weeks left anyway, so it opens. Having said that, it is only £12.50 a ticket, so for that you can't really complain, can you?
Something, is it? That's like
Absolutely.
a fun fair rate. And is the zoo
Quite
open?
literally. The zoo is open, yep. So the full zoo's open. The shows in terms of the bird show and the sea lion show are on. And all the kids' rides, including the Mischief Mansion, which is a nice little dark ride, actually, is open as well. So we'll definitely get that one in. So Ben King says Hex is another unique ride that tells the story of the chained oak that does exist for real. You've correct, it certainly does. Roller Coaster Rachel recently actually checked that one out for herself, and I believe she did a video. So if you haven't seen that already, go and have a look. It's very quite bizarre.
Hey Jay.
Hey Jay.
Oh, stop doing that. Stop moving the page. Stop moving the page. Sorry guys. Hex is awesome. I would like to have seen 13 to be more about Hex than actually 13 itself.
I agree with you there.
And they probably could have done. I've always said that they could do Hex as the pre-show to 13.
Yep, they could. That would be very, very good, actually. If they actually incorporated them both into one story. Because I mean, they kind of almost done that in a way anyway. But if they actually directly linked them, that'd be really cool.
They would, yeah. I've just moved the blooming thing again. Are we talking about Chesington? No, we was talking about Hex.
Hex Alton Towers. So guys, as well, sorry, just to go a little bit off topic here, if any of you follow Theme Park Insanity and have been doing for a while, POV of the day is making a return on March 9th, and we are doing it in a completely different format this time to what we did before, so this is going to include you guys a lot more, far more interactive as well. So if you haven't already subscribed, liked or followed our page, please do, because we have a fantastic series planned for that, so I just thought I'd let you all know now. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
There we go.
Breakdown.
Indeed. This ride's really running well now. It's looking busy, really busy.
Very busy. Peak day, I think this. Everything's fine though.
So how many have we actually got on the ride?
We have a lot on the ride. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18. We have about 60 people right now on the ride.
Oh well, decent.
On the ride, and there's 90 people in the queue and 11 people in fast track.
Goodness me. Good turnout then.
Yeah, it's looking groovy. So let's... Where am I up to now? I've lost where I'm up to now. Okay, so the show started, restraints are up. Okay, let's load the... Visitors are opening the pens. Take heed.
Oh, Ben just said I'm already subbed to Theme Park Insanity. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Loads of content to come, so yep, stay tuned.
Yeah, and if you're not subscribed to us, guys, make sure you do. You've got till the 15th of March for the 500 subscriber giveaway live draw. That will be done by myself and a hat. So that's going to be interesting. Should we let some fast track people in? I think we should. Okay, so what else have we got coming to the channel? Okay, so I've got Dragon Khan, what you can expect from next week. I have a lovely little wooden coaster that I've done in the last couple of days on NL2. It's inspired by Texas Stingray, but it's not Texas Stingray. But it's a very fast Timberliner wooden coaster, so look out for that. Gravity Group Timberliner, I think it's Gravity Group, yeah. Is it Gravity Group? Yeah, it's Gravity Group Timberliner. And it's rapid. It hits the bottom of the first hill at 62 miles per hour, and it hits the top of the next hill at 41. It's a beast. Yeah, it's good. So look out for that. I think I'm going to call it Speed Demon because it's quick. That's basically it. Yeah, so that should be out on the channel at some point this week. We're going to have some more live streams this week. A No Limits 2 live stream and the live podcast on Thursday with me and Wolf and James, I believe. That's what we're going to be doing, I think. You're away at Centre Parks.
I'm away at Centre Parks, I'm afraid,
Centre Parks. Sipping your tea next to the lovely wood.
Oh yes, can't be. No, not going to say that. I nearly said something quite rude then, and I'm not going to say it.
We'll let people fill the gap in there, blankety blank.
Indeed. No, so we're just taking a little bit of time out, just to have a bit of a family holiday. We actually haven't been away for a proper holiday in 7 years, so it's massively needed, believe me.
Yeah.
So no, it's going to be nice to just have a little bit of a break, but we will be back as normal the week after, and back on the podcast as normal as well. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the podcast without me, which I'm sure you will.
I mean, well, this is good to do this stream now, because then, well, really, you've done a podcast for, taking people's questions and stuff.
Indeed.
I was going to ask you guys a question now, who's in the chat, because you guys are quite loyal to who's been in these live streams. Have you voted in the poll today to decide what we wanted to do tonight? If you have, let me know if you have by pressing yes or Y. If not, press N for no. Also, what content would you like to see on the channel? Are you enjoying the vlogs? Are you enjoying the videos where I talk about what you can expect from rides? Would you like some more in-depth videos, some longer videos, some more off-ride, on-ride kind of videos? Would you like more Q&As, more live streams, NL2, some Planet Coaster actual videos similar to our NL2 videos where they have like 2 or 3 minutes of a POV off-ride, that kind of thing? Let me know in the comments, guys. And if you're watching on playback, same to you guys applies. Let me know. Like the comment section up. Tell me, give me some criticism on the channel, what we can improve on, what we're doing well. Every bit of feedback we get, guys, is, it's red. So don't think that you're wasting your time. We do look at everything that you guys say, and I do read every comment on every platform. So
definitely,
just let us know, guys. Let us know what you want to see, and we can try and deliver it as much as we can to you guys.
Also, as well, just on that topic, if there are any parks within the UK you would specifically like to see us visit or cover more, also please let us know as well, and then we can ensure that we do that for you too.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we do have a car, we can drive, and we can get about.
Yep. I want to go to Adventure Island.
To be honest, I do as well.
And Fantasy Island. I want to go on the Arrow coasters there.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely down for a visit, is that one.
And Paulton.
Paulton's in June. Again, hopefully you can join us for that one. Ooh, so Ben says maybe some behind the scenes videos if possible. We did actually ask the question with Towers about that recently over at TPI. Sadly we didn't really get anywhere, but having said that, it doesn't mean it isn't possible with other parks.
I mean, we can learn what people do behind the scenes and bring you in a video format, but in terms of parks actually, like, I remember when I went to the Stealth behind the scenes, they didn't let you film at all. So as much as I know how that rides work and what the launch is like and stuff, we weren't allowed to film because obviously Intamin hold patent to the launch system and they don't want anybody to get hold of how it looks. So there's a lot of things involved with behind the scenes videos. In terms of when we go to like Towers time events and stuff like that, and we speak to Towers when we had that seminar with them, I will ask if I can film, and if they say no, they say no. If they say yes, then we're bringing it to the channel. So one of them. I can't see them saying no because we've paid for the experience. So I mean,
no, that's very true. I think they'll more than likely, hopefully, let us film. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, we can do some how this ride works or something similar to that. I don't know, maybe on our channel. I've got no problem about talking about rides.
Definitely.
For as long as I need to. Yeah. What rides? Also, what rides would you want covering in the What Can You Expect from? So, let us know. What rides would you want coming from the What Can You Expect series we do on our channel? So far we have Revolution and the Flamingo Land coaster, which I believe still doesn't have a name, so I'm calling it Inversion.
I think that's why it's a code name. I'm hoping to drop that in the next month or so, I'm sure they will do. In fact, I'm fairly confident they will actually. I'm hoping they'll drop it in time for Easter. Like a nice little bit of an Easter tease.
They're going to call it Spinny Yeet, I reckon.
Spinny.
Spinny Yeet.
Spinny eat. Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Hopefully John Wadley might be there this year. Yeah, it'd be great. And then I won't have to email him.
Nice if he is. I've never met him, so
yeah,
he looks like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's got time for everybody. Apparently, our new member on CoasterGen, Chloe, she said that apparently the queue was until 8 p.m. at night when he was there for Nemesis 25.
Oh, wow. Goodness me.
People to meet him. Yeah.
Then again, he's such a a legendary guy that obviously if the chance is there, you're going to take it, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Spen King says maybe the new Tornado Springs coaster, so that Mac spinning coaster, and I believe it's called Storm Chaser.
What? Yeah. I don't like that name because there's a good ride in the US called Storm Chase.
Does look cool. I think the fact that we're actually getting a spinning Mac coaster here in the UK is quite a nice move actually as well.
Yeah, so. It's all right. I'm not keen on the colours. I know it's supposed to be a desert, right? It's desert themed, but surely you're on a vehicle in the desert, so you need to be in a different colour. It's all yellow. Everything's bright orange. Like it's
mustard.
Yeah, like the track should be like a faded red, like a rusty colour, like Copperhead Strike. That would have worked perfect.
Yeah. Instead, it's sponsored by French's mustard, isn't it? Other brands are available.
Yeah.
Love it. Just going back to sort of behind the scenes, if you guys are interested, we actually did have a podcast recently where we actually had a guy called Mikhail on. Now, Mikhail worked his way across quite a few of the US parks, including Hershey Park and Busch Gardens in Williamsburg. And he actually gave us quite an sort of an insightful look into kind of how things are run in terms of the operational side and what you can expect in terms of sort of the US versus the UK and all that sort of thing. If you haven't already checked that out, guys, highly recommended that you do it. It's actually on the Theme Park Insanity YouTube channel, because we do try to sort of tend to vary between where the podcasts actually drop. But again, yeah, definitely go check that out and have a listen, because it does give you quite a fair amount of detail about various different things you wouldn't ordinarily expect. It's around about 2 hours, so the insight is very, very good indeed.
Yeah, it's a great podcast. I enjoyed that one. And if
it was, and he's an amazing guy.
Wants to come back on, then
please do.
By all
means,
means,
love to have you.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when we hit Spotify in a couple of weeks, it's going to be good.
Definitely.
So, guys, we've probably got about 10 minutes left of this live stream. This is only a short one tonight, but we will be back tomorrow night at some point. I don't know who I'll be with. It might be James. It might be Wolf. It might be, I don't know. It might just be me on my own with some music. But I will do a poll, so this is important, guys. I will do a poll on Twitter only, okay? I will do an Instagram story telling you that there's a poll on Twitter for our live stream tomorrow night. You will have a choice of this, Wicker Man Ride Sims 2, No Limits, working on that Mac coaster we was working on last week, or this week I should say, but it's kind of like last week now anyway, or Planet Coaster. So let us know in the poll tomorrow. The poll will go out around about 9 AM UK time, so look out for that. And I'll give you plenty of time. I'll give you till 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I can make the thumbnail and make the live stream go live and stuff. So
nice. Yeah,
there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just literally I press stream and then we go. There's a lot that goes into it, so I'd rather do things that people are going to watch than and engage in. So
definitely. Yeah, so sadly I won't be able to join you. Won't be able to join you for that one.
No, I know. Yeah, you're away. So
yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah. As Arnold Schwarzenegger says, I will be back.
I don't have Twitter. Okay, I'll do it on Facebook then. Everybody's got Facebook. The poll will be on Facebook. Alright guys, so like I said, we've got about 10 minutes left and then we're going to call it a night, but we'll be back tomorrow. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do so you get entered into our draw. And can I just tell you guys, I'm going to give you a little sneak now. The giveaway for when we get to 1,000 subscribers is huge. Massive. So, honestly, it's upwards of £200 worth of prize. So, you need to subscribe, and when we get to 1,000 subscribers, big prize. And it's going to be once we get to like 700, maybe 800, that will start pushing through. But once we get to about 650, I'm going to start doing little giveaways like pin badges and lanyards, t-shirts, that kind of stuff. Hats. Going to start doing loads of giveaways on the channel. So yeah, make sure you tell your friends and everybody about our channel. And you could, if you subscribe, you could win all them goodies.
Indeed. So, does anyone else have any questions? Let's have a look.
Mixture of all sorts is good. Thanks, Jill. Appreciate that. That's what we aim to do, is to give you as much theme park related content as much as we can. Although I do love a good zoo, so we'll be visiting Chester Zoo at some point, and obviously Flamingo Land if I do come up on next week.
Fingers crossed you join us.
And I will be vlogging what the zoo's like. I love a zoo. I love Blackpool Zoo. It's amazing. For what it is, it's really good.
Yeah, I think we're planning on making a visit to Chester Zoo quite soon as well. My auntie and uncle actually live 5 minutes from there, so
Nice.
I'll be dropping in and seeing some family at the same time, which would be nice. Might even be spending the night. All being well.
Nice one. It's great, Chester Zoo. I love it. I'm gutted that they got rid of the monorail, though. I used to love going over the Jaguars on that thing. It's cool.
So here's a fun fact. My cousin actually used to work on that, and he used to operate that.
Not the monorail.
He used to operate the monorail. Yep.
Oh, you need to get him on the podcast. That would be awesome.
Sadly, he's got children, but I can try and organise it. I'll see if he's interested. Don't know if he's got Discord, but it might be a try.
Is Flamingo Land easy to get to if you don't drive? I believe you get to Morton, is it? Morton or something like that?
Morton. So actually, it depends on where you're coming from, but the Coastliner does actually drop you off there, and the Coastliner is a bus service that runs to either Whitby or Scarborough. So check that out. It literally drops you right outside the entrance, so it's fully accessible.
Alright, there you go. Yeah. Alright, guys. We're going to end the stream there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting us as always. And make sure you subscribe to both our channels. If you're watching this on playback, thank you very much for watching this on playback. Hope you've enjoyed it. And you've got to hear our thoughts on a few things theme park related. Podcast is on Thursday. Live stream tomorrow. Poll on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Hit that bell. Follow us on all our socials. I've been Luke and he's been Joe from Theme Park Insanity. And we will see you next time. See you later, guys.
See you soon, guys.